Today is the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month. Each year in the month of May, we bring attention to mental health and how essential it is to overall health and well-being. Our country is facing an unprecedented mental health crisis. The crisis isn't just affecting adults. It's devastating young people, and people from every background are impacted. Our 8 News reporter Trina Catterson spoke to one grieving mom from Elmira who calls herself a survivor of suicide.
One woman from Elmira is taking her grief and turning it into something bigger. Deb Maxwell shares the story of her son's passing and how she's trying to lend a helping hand to those who may need it most.
My son's name is David Schubert. We mainly refer to him as Bubby, or Bub, who was an absolutely beautiful spirit and a wonderful light. And it was a devastating time when the pain got too much and he took his life, March 5th, 2014. On the day that I got the phone call, it's just a blank. A majority of that month is just a blank.
There simply are no words to describe the experience of losing a child, regardless of how young or how old they are. And Deb knew she couldn't get through this on her own, so as a newly grieving mother, she sought help.
After a couple of months, I started just like, somebody else has got to feel like this. There's an amazing grief support, amazing people, though they're not concentrated on suicide. And when I didn't find a group, I said, well, if you don't find what you need, you make what you need.
And so she did. Deb founded a group named Smile Through the Storms. Her mission is for loved ones left behind as the result of suicide to come together and be comforted in knowing that others understand their thoughts and feelings. The group meets twice a month with survivors from Connecticut to Texas to California and even Canada. Deb tells me, you can't tell just by looking at someone what they are dealing with inside.
It's a stigma. Because back during the day, you didn't talk about mental health. You didn't talk about suicide. There's so many things that need to change, and we need to communicate. We need to talk about this. Talking is the first step. Whether it be to a counselor, whether it be to a friend, you have to listen to what other people are saying.
And while David may no longer be with us, Deb plans to continue to keep fighting in honor of her son.
I'm a voice now that I will not be quiet. I will continue on. I think that he's very, very much proud, and Pat Mann back and says, go mom.
Any of us can make a difference by bringing mental health awareness into everyday interactions with one another. Reach out, check in, and talk to each other. And remember, you are never alone. In Elmira, Trina Catterson, 18 News.